Winning the Super Bowl. One of the hardest things you can do in all of sports. Indeed, it's so hard that some teams have never even won it. But this story is different. February 3rd, 2019. The Rams were set to take the New England Patriots, who had been very successful for the past few seasons. So, the Patriots were pretty much set to dominate, which they did, winning 13-3, destroying the Rams. It was heartbreaking for them. So the owner decided to step in and make some massive moves. Let's talk about that for a minute. You see, the Rams were about to do something very smart, and nobody even knew it at the time. See, in perspective, the Chiefs had just beat the Niners, which was Mahomes' first Super Bowl. So, the Rams decided to make a new high-tech stadium called SoFi Stadium. And they got the rights for it to be used in Super Bowl 56. And this was one of the most genius decisions of all time for them. In perspective here, pretty much, Tom Brady had just beaten Patrick Mahomes in the Super Bowl, and a massive trade was about to happen. See, in March, the Rams said, we'll give you Jared Goff, 2 first-round picks, and a 3rd-round pick. You give us Matthew Stafford. That is a great deal, so obviously the Lions said yes. And then the Rams had Matthew Stafford, one of the first blockbuster signings of this video. The Los Angeles Rams decided to sign Leonard Floyd to a $64 million deal for 4 years. And this was just smart to add to the D-line with Aaron Donald, which would just be unstoppable. So you have to remember that the Rams had Jalen Ramsey, who was at the time a top 3 corner in the league. So, of course, they already had the best defense. So that's why they started working on making a better offense. So first, if they wanted to add to their offense, the Rams added one of my favorite wide receivers, Deshaun Jackson.
Money talk.
A 1-year deal, and you'll see why they were signing for 1-year deals later. Anyway, next they decided to get OBJ, also for a 1-year deal, to build to the offense. And now with Matthew Stafford, that was built different. Along with Cooper Kupp, that offense was just great.
You didn't have to cut me off. Think I like it never happened to me. We were nothing. I don't even need your love.
So the reason that this was why it was kind of cheating is because they signed all these players to 1-year deals for a reason. Because they had their goal in mind to win the Super Bowl. You see, the reason why I mentioned that they built SoFi Stadium and got the rights to the Super Bowl is because what they were trying to do is trying to get to the Super Bowl and being able to play at home, which would give them huge home field advantage. And let me just give you a quick playoff recap and exactly what happened. After the Rams had gone 12-5, they would face at home against the Arizona Cardinals, and they would win over Kyler Murray, who had a pretty good season overall. Next in the divisional will be a big game for the LA Rams, where they went against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and beat Tom Brady, who had just won a Super Bowl prior, which was pretty crazy since Tom Brady had usually never lost in the playoffs. And finally, in the NFC Championship game, they faced the San Francisco 49ers, and that game went back and forth, but the Rams came up and won. And the Rams were going to the Super Bowl. But on the other side of things, the Bengals had done something that nobody thought they would even do. It was crazy. Joe Burrow had beaten the Raiders, then beaten the Titans, and then beaten the Chiefs. And beating the Chiefs is super hard, like really hard. And so it was Rams versus Bengals in the Super Bowl. And in my opinion, the Bengals deserved that win way more than the Rams did. The Rams just said, hey, I want to play at home. I'm just going to sign a bunch of first years, Let me get Von Miller. It's just, it was almost unfair. And now let's run through the Super Bowl game.
But the Rams were built to win the Super Bowl, and they have sealed the deal.
Striking first was Odell Beckham Jr., who had just a great season overall, probably one of his best. Next, Joe Burrow and the Cincinnati Bengals came down the field and were trying to score a touchdown. Jamar Chase had a big play on Jalen Ramsey. I made a video on that catch, actually. Go check it out if you want. But anyway, yeah, they made a big play, and now they were trying to score a touchdown. It's knocked down. Jalen Ramsey says, nope, you're not scoring a touchdown. So they have to kick the field goal. And that will be the end of the first quarter. So it's the beginning of the second quarter. The Rams decide to run the ball. Smart decision. And then, just a beauty here by Matthew Stafford in the corner of the end zone, caught by Cooper Kupp. And let's just get a quick replay of this. This is just an awesome throw. Look at this. I mean, wow, the spacing just left wide open. Now the Rams go for the field goal. It's blocked. Tries to throw it away, and it's intercepted. Try to get a safety out of it. And nope, they can't. They're starting to run it back, and nope, the Rams avoid the safety. Great play. Then comes Joe Burrow and the Bengals. It's a pass to Joe Mixon, and it's thrown, caught in the end zone by T. Higgins. One of the best plays of this Super Bowl. Just electric, and that's just what the Bengals do. That's what the Bengals do. They just make crazy things like that. Here's the replay. Joe Mixon has a cannon in one arm. That's awesome, man. He looked like a quarterback. And the reason this works is because, they've been playing football their whole life, so they know how to throw.
His palms are sweaty, knees weak, arms are heavy. There's vomit on his sweater already. Mom's spaghetti.
No, but actually, I'm actually going to get to the real thing here. This is the third quarter, and yeah, let's go. So, first off, Odell Beckham Jr. just, chokes, of course. And, it's a pretty sad injury. I hate turf toe. I might make a video on the turf, but that'd be pretty annoying. You guys watching a video on the ground and grass. So here's Stafford. Here, he looks to throw. Can't find anyone. He's going to go deep. Here we go. Intercepted by Jesse Bates, not Beats. But that was just such a great play there. That's a great interception. And the announcer even says he's been great in the postseason. I mean, that's awesome. Then here comes Burrow. He looks to throw. And T. Higgins wide open, going down the sideline, the 10, the 5, touchdown, Cincinnati. I mean, with this momentum, they gotta win the Super Bowl. Just a bit of a gritty. I mean, I'm pretty sure there was some face mask right there, yeah. But they didn't call it. So that's pretty bad. Look at this, yeah. It's still a good play though. It's still a good play. So here comes Stafford now. He looks to throw it. Intercepted! A drop interception, dude. It reminds me of the Eagles-Saints game in the playoffs where Alshon Jeffrey just drops it and just ruins their season. I mean, that one was worse though, but this is still a good play by the Bengals. I mean, a one-hander in the air bobbled. It's pretty good. But here comes Joe Burrow, and he gives it to Chase. He's short of the first down. So let's see if they go for it. And they are. So Joe Burrow looks to throw. Pass rush is there. Nope, he scrambles. He's out of there. He out of there. He out of there. There he goes again, and he's sacked, taken down by Aaron Donald. I mean, Aaron Donald's just a beast, man. So now they kick. McPherson almost blocked, actually. Great play. Here comes the Rams. They almost dropped it again. And right down there on the Super Bowl logo. Then a bit of a run, and it's terrible. You just get stuffed by the defense. They go for it, 3rd and 5, a little trickery. Cooper Cup throws it to Matthew Stafford, overthrown. They try to do the Philly special, but we're always better like that. And there you go. So the Rams would need a touchdown to win, and because a field goal would not win them. So here they go now, and it's deflected. Deflected, great play. But then they call a flag. It's like, what is this? Holding? Number 55? So, let's see this. No holding. No holding. I don't see anything. Terrible call. Ticky-tack call. Just cheating the Bengals, helping them win. Terrible, terrible. And then here comes Stafford, and that's the game. It's over. 2 straight bad holding calls in the Super Bowl. That is terrible. That's terrible officiating. Hate the NFL when they ruin officiating. Wow. Just perfect. That's perfect. That's a perfect ball, too.